Hey guys, I'm Jackie Brubaker, your host of That Girl the Podcast. I'm an author, performer, 2-time Emmy Award winner, human relationship specialist, and founder of the wellness website loveyouevenmore.com. Each week I bring on inspiring people and experts in their field to have powerful, motivational, and enlightened conversations about relationships, self-development, and how you can live your most authentic life. Follow us for daily updates on myself and the podcast at That Girl the Podcast and at Jackie Brubaker on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and our Patreon page. While you're at it, make sure to check out my new wellness website, loveyouevenmore.com. If you're wanting to dig into developing more self-worth, be healthier about relationships, and learn how to date smarter, go to loveyouevenmore.com and follow us on Instagram at loveyouevenmore. Hey guys, welcome to That Girl the Podcast. I'm your host, Jackie Brubaker. Today I am bringing on my friend and awesome girl, Ashley Gordon. She is known as the Quantum Coach, and she helps people get to where they want to be in their lives in a really cool, quantified, quantum way. So today we actually didn't even have a topic planned. We were just like, let's just see what comes out. And of course, when you get two girls together who are like-minded, all kinds of fun stuff comes out. And we ended up really talking about friendships and how to make friends as an adult woman and how to, or female identifying person, but how to really create genuine friendships with new people when you're not in school still, or high school or college or your 20s. You know, it's really hard to make those lifelong friendships. So we really get into that today, and I think you guys are gonna love it.
So I'm excited because I've got the beautiful Jackie in the house. And we're kind of... Yeah, go ahead.
The beautiful Ashley in the house. We're doing a joint podcast today for That Girl the Podcast and
Badass Manifester Podcast. So if you are listening on the Badass Manifester Podcast, definitely go check out Jackie's podcast.
That Girl the Podcast and vice versa.
Yeah.
Y'all will get to know us both. This is actually kind of fun. I've never really done this before, where it's like a back and forth of just the two podcasts. We're just going to jam today. Let's just talk about manifestation and just, you know, living your best life, whatever. We're just going to have a conversation and see what happens.
Yeah, totally. Well, something that's coming through right now is just to share how we met, because I feel like, you know, some people actually have a hard time manifesting new friendships into their life, like new, like, you know, soul sister vibes into their life. Like it's actually like some of my friends, even, they're like, it's so hard for me to make friends. And I'm like, really? I just can't. I'm not on that. Like, I feel like I can make new friends all the time. I feel so lucky. But I feel like when we met at the She Who Wins Summit in Connecticut. It was Renee Bauer's summit that we both were speaking at. And we met when we were getting hair and makeup done. And we just jammed out, and you listened to my speech.
I did. I was so happy to just like get to know you and like help you with that, because you were kind of nervous and you were trying to memorize at the same time. And I was like, I don't think anyone has their speech actually memorized. And if they do, like, more power to them, but like I didn't. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. I feel very fortunate too. I have such a strong group of women in my life, and I'm such a girl's girl, which is funny because like when I was younger, I was definitely like, my best friends were always guys. And then something happened somewhere in my 30s where I was like, and like I had all of my friends, I should preface this, that I'm super close with, I've had for like 20 years. So from like teenagerhood, we have just been tight. But the women that I've brought in the last like 5 to 10 years have just been so magical and beautiful. And it really is, I think, so much about, maybe we should talk about this. It's so much about where you are in your growth and where you have healed and then being able to not only call those people in, but really recognize them when they show up and cultivate the relationship.
It's so true. So when you say like it's where you're at in your growth of like who you're able to call in, you're saying like the quality of people that you're bringing into your life.
Absolutely. People who not only are like-minded, but you feel good around, because that's the biggest thing for me too, is I'm really sensitive with my nervous system. If I'm around someone and something is off in my nervous system, I feel nervous. I could even feel sick to my stomach. I feel insecure, really deeply insecure. I'm like, something's not good here. Like, we are not a vibrational match, but also because I'm a perfectionist, I'm like, I can push through it. I'll be fine. And I'm never fine. I usually just have to like take a step back and be like, well, there's something that my body is picking up about this person that's not okay. Like, even with relationships, with like romantic relationships, I spent years being around men who were making me physically ill, but I was like, no, it's my fault. It's me. It's not them. It's me. I need to get over this. But no, I was just sensing this is not a good match for me. And my body is screaming at me to tell me this, but my brain's like, no, you're just overreacting.
Yes. I mean, think about how many people are in relationships that just aren't truly aligned and their whole being knows it, but for some reason they can't move past it or they can't let it go, or there's a lot in the way there.
Yeah.
So interesting. I find that like over the years, relationships, they have to be, I don't know, like for me, they have to feel, it's not like equal. Like it's not about, oh, I'm giving more than you, but there's some people that drain you. And for that, like that feeling of being drained is something that shows up in my body of like, when I leave that person, I'm like, I need a nap.
Yeah, you instantly feel relief getting further and further away from them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there are quite a few energy vampires that I have dealt with in my life, especially since I work in entertainment. It's just so prevalent. And sometimes it can just be hard to walk into a room, whether for me it's at work or just in any situation, right? I can even feel this at the supermarket. So for those of you who do not know me, I live in West Hollywood. I really do live in West Hollywood proper. So it's just a constant catwalk of models and actors and people who just want to be famous. And it's kind of hilarious to just walk around and see people it's like the model show. Anyway, I can feel it when I go to like Trader Joe's. Like this happened yesterday, where instead of feeling, maybe insecure or like, oh, I should have looked cuter going to the market. What? Instead, I'm like looking at people and in my head, I'm like, good for you. You look fantastic. Like, good for you. And I hope that's coming, like this outfit you're wearing or this look that you're portraying is coming from a place of, I feel good about myself and not, I want to project that I'm gorgeous or I feel that I need to live up to this kind of standard. And that's why I'm looking like this at Trader Joe's grabbing whatever eggs, And so it's like that energy, I can feel it so strongly. And even just like getting out of the market sometimes is like, whew, okay, let's go. That's actually, I think I talked about this when we saw each other, but being back east always makes me feel so much happier because people are so sweet and like down to earth and just real. And it's so nice to be around that, which I think really sets the stage for finding new friendships. As where are you? Like, what's the location and what are the type of people you're surrounding yourself around, even at the market?
It's so true. It's so true. And I feel like, I don't know what your definition yet is of being that girl, but I kind of look at it as like a mindset of like, you already are that girl. Like you already are the version of you that you want to be. And so feeling like that is where I feel like my confidence comes from, is like coming from that place of, I don't know, just deeply knowing who I am, even if I look like shit that day and, go to the market looking crazy.
Right. Because we do. I mean, who's dressing up for the market? Yeah. I mean, I want to know more about that with what's that?
I've seen people wear heels to the supermarket.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I saw it all day yesterday, all day. Seriously, I was like, did you just come from a shoot? Just wondering.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you. So I wrote a book called That Girl, the Podcast for your listeners. My listeners are pretty aware of it, but it's a fictional book. And I basically took my 20s and made a book about it. I was very heavily into the music industry as a songwriter and a producer and a singer, and also still in entertainment. So it was just a whole mix of very interesting people. And you're also in your 20s. So everything is like, who am I? Who am I? And love and first love and career and all of it. So it's a very funny book about coming of age and really hitting 30 and being like, wow, what do I do? Like, what am I doing with my life? Where do I go forward? So it's a really fun coming of age story. And a lot of that shit happened to me. I'm not going to lie. A lot of it was definitely made up for story purpose. But I think when I wrote it, it was more about not being that girl in a good way. It was about being that girl in a bad way.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was more like, oh, she's that girl, and how you have to work on yourself to become the best version of that girl.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I obviously need to read your book.
It's such a good summer read. Like right now is the perfect time to read it. It reads so fast. Renee read it in I think she read it in 2 days. She's like,
wow. Okay. Good to know. Okay. That is so interesting because so someone who just met you, right? And we hit it off and we talked a lot. Like I would have interpreted it the total opposite way, just based on your energy and who you are.
Thanks, girl. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't always this healthy, I guess. I mean, well, that's the thing. It's like, we're all I always think we're always growing and evolving, right? Yeah. Once we think we've figured it out, the universe it has a way of knocking you off your pedestal and being like, there's so much more. And you're like, damn. I mean, I'm going through that so much right now where I definitely know who I am, but there's so much more coming in right now that is so humbling. And I think that that's so important to remember as we're just every day, we grow up every day, and having those moments of real struggle, or, it could be with yourself, it could be with your family or whatever it is. We've all had those periods in our life that are very difficult. And you're just like, there's a purpose for this. There is a reason why this is happening, and it's for my growth. And my 20s were fun, but hard. Even well into my early 30s were tough. And I just rode through them and was like, I don't want this forever. And, it's funny because going back to the friendship thing, I had some very strong friendships within that 20s, early 30s kind of moment that were all women that I worked with. And so we were all partying together. I mean, I kind of thought this the other day. I was like, was I one of those Hollywood party girls? I think I was. I really never saw myself that way, but I was totally that girl.
Yeah.
I was at all of this stuff and hanging with all the people. And I was doing that, but I never thought of myself as that person or that girl. I just always felt like, what am I doing here? And I actually talk about that in the book because that was what was going on. But what was interesting was that when my body, soul, heart, mind was like, ooh, I think we're really done with this, it kind of came very messily into my life and into my consciousness. And I started ending friendships with women who, not bad girls, but just not my girls, not my people. And they kept making me feel bad about me for being who I was, instead of being like, wow, she's so great. And what's so ironic is that I do have such amazing friendships and meet new people like you all the time, where I'm like, oh my God, I just am constantly surrounded by more like-minded people that it feels so good. And I feel so much better about me always. Like I don't doubt me ever, but I needed to release those friendships. And it took a long time to really like grieve that because I felt terrible, you know?
But also it was part of an old identity.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think this is such a good conversation because I do feel like as, you know, people as they start to develop themselves and they're listening to personal development podcasts and books and everything, like they are starting to see the gap and the misalignments in the friendships. And like a lot of people do have to let go and release friendships that are not serving them.
Yeah.
And let's like jam out about some ways that, you know, would feel good to start to release friendships that don't serve.
Oh, that's such a good question. All right. I'll do one, you do one. We'll go back and forth. Okay. I think the first thing is to make sure that you're really getting solid on who you are and what you actually want in a friendship. Like, do you want the friends that you can go party with because you're still young? And that's really what their purpose is. That's cool. But if you're trying to make them your best friends, maybe there's a disconnect there. So you have to figure out what kind of friendships am I looking for? Okay, your turn.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. And then I would say to piggyback on that is what is your intention behind your friendships? Like what do you want? What do you want from the friendship? And what do you need someone to bring to the table? Mm-hmm. How do you need someone, like defining what your intention is and then how you need someone to show up for you in a friendship?
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, that's really where I started hitting a roadblock with these old friendships where I was like, I need your support. And then it was just not there. And I felt like I was giving so much because I naturally want to give and support and help. And I was like, well, this isn't very fun. Mm-mm. So yeah, I mean, also, you know, I know this sounds weird, but like, what do you guys do for fun? Like, what is it that you're doing together? Are you the friends who just like bitch together? You know, like, do we just like hop on the phone or we grab a drink or a coffee and like, we're just like, like bitch, bitch, bitch. Is it that friendship? Is it the friendship where you get together and you're like, damn, let's lift each other up because that's where we naturally resonate from? And listen, we all have bad days. So we all need to like sometimes bitch, but it's like, what is the balance of the friendship and what's the content that's coming out from both of you? Basically, does that person make you feel good or bad?
Yes, I love that. And I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but Brene Brown talks about like hot wire connection, and hot wire connection is all about like connecting over gossip.
Yes.
So it's like, maybe you're just connecting with that person over gossip. I definitely had people in my life for that at a certain point in time. And it was actually really, really toxic.
Yeah.
Because we had nothing else to talk about except like the people that we were talking about. And it was like, what are we doing?
Yeah. You know? I think that's exactly what I'm getting at is like, do you have more things to talk about other than the bitching or even just the lifting up? Like, what is it? Like, does it have is it a well-rounded relationship?
Yeah, totally. Okay. So shifting into how could you start to release those after you assess those relationships, right? I would consider having a clearing conversation with this person. Yeah. You know, what is it worth your time to tell this person how you feel? I remember at one point, I actually had to tell one of my best friends, like very openly, like, hey, I feel like every time we talk, it's just all about you the whole time. Yeah. And I don't feel like I can get a word in. And then by the time it's time for me to talk, like an hour's gone by and, you know, I'm not feeling heard in our relationship. And she was able to, you know, we've been friends for a long time. She was able to like assess and be like, oh, okay, wow, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way or whatever. I took up all the space and she was able to receive it. Not everybody can and will.
Absolutely.
So consider if it's worth your time having a conversation with the person, telling them actually how you feel.
Yeah, absolutely. Gosh, that's such a strong point because sometimes you're not supposed to have a conversation.
Right.
Sometimes relationship.
Just kidding.
Like, I gotta go, bye. And then they like don't even notice you're gone. You're like, okay, cool, bye.
Right.
But like for like friendships that, are definitely closer where you would need to say something. I am such a strong believer in speaking your truth, even if it's hard, from a gentle place and trying to remain neutral with it, because nobody likes to hear, hey, you're doing something wrong. And like in your case, thank God your girlfriend or your friend was just like, oh, shoot, let me back that up. Like I get it. It's just sometimes people are going through things and then they have so much to say that you're like, yeah, but I'm here too. Like, could you ask how I am or remember that I told you I was going to do something? That actually happened to me in a friendship last year. And I was so nervous to have this conversation on Zoom with her because she had been a friend for years. She still is, but it's just a different dynamic right now. And I was like, all I'm asking is for you to ask me how I am, or like remember the things I may have said that are very few and far between, because I felt like it was all about her and it was really hard. So we've had to have some distance because, it has to go both ways.
It really does. And that would be, the next thing is like, if distance needs to be put in place, it's really not that hard to create it. It's just like, if that person's not giving you the effort, it makes it really easy because then you just stop giving as much as you were giving and you just start to distance yourself. And then next thing you know, they'll reach out to you and they'll be like, I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever. And be like, yeah, because I haven't.
This is what it feels like when you call someone. Yeah. What about friendships here's an idea. What about friendships you want to maybe bring back from the past? Maybe you have lost touch. There was no toxicity. It's just you lost touch or something like that where somehow you aren't talking. Do you think you should reach out?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's vulnerable to reach out. Like it's vulnerable to put yourself out there. And I think that if I've definitely had that happen where people just fall off and you're like, oh, I really love that person. Like I want that energy back in my life. I want to reach out. I would say do it. What would you say?
I think do it. Just definitely like maybe look back at why did you lose touch?
Right.
Were there things, well, I'm always the first to be like, what did I do wrong?
Right.
Some trauma response there. It's cool. But yeah, like I always say, like, just assess maybe how things were separating. And is there something that maybe you were doing that caused the separation or that they were doing that caused the separation? Or maybe it was just you both got so busy and it was just simply nobody did anything wrong. You just need to be like, hey, life.
Yeah.
And
that's a good point.
And that's the difference between, when you are in your 20s and things are moving so fast and all of it versus, and you actually have the time to spend with your girlfriends versus 30s and above, like you're busy and you have kids and marriages and jobs. And it is, it is not the same. And I know I felt like that at certain times where I'm like, I haven't seen you in forever. And they're like, well, I have kids or I have a job or something like that. I'm like, so do I, but
yeah. I find for me, something that was like repetitive, that was really, it hasn't happened recently, but it was really challenging for me was people in my life that in my head, I'm like, we're friends for life. We're really close. Even my cousin, like we're very, very close. And yet they have this expectation of me that, like they're not getting enough of my attention or they're not getting enough of my time. And they're like, oh, you're too busy for me. Like, like that kind of energy. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I love you. Like, even if we don't talk for a couple weeks, like nothing's changed for me. You know what I mean? It's interesting for them to kind of share that with me where I feel like I was so needed, like more than I could give in that time. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. I think that has so much to do with people's obviously attachment styles and also how they perceive distance,
Right.
And it's just so easy to take it personally when it probably has nothing to do with you. And if it does, then there could be a conversation, is basically what I've been trying to say. But honestly, yeah, I mean, I agree. I think there's like with my closest, if there's a little bit of a time gap, like maybe a few weeks has gone by and we haven't talked, I'm usually like, oh, let me call her. Let me just call her. And, because life moves and you don't even realize it's been 3 weeks. I can't
Exactly.
believe it's been 6 weeks since I saw you,
That's
or
crazy.
something like that. Or maybe it's been 7 now. I don't even remember. Or maybe it's 8, but it's been forever. And I'm like, wow, that did not seem that long ago.
No, time is like, it is like
Yeah.
supersonic speed. It's wild.
Yeah. So
Um, yeah.
just like keeping that in mind of like, it's almost like an internal like dial where I'm like, oh, it's been a little too long. Like, let me reach out, but I don't know how long it's been.
Yes. And I think that that's such a key point in like maintaining the friendships that you have. Like, if friendship is a high value to you and your relationships matter, they do take effort. They
Mm,
do take effort. You have to make the call, even if you're tired, or maybe you want to make the call and you know it's going to be a great conversation, but you're like, oh, I got to take this call. Like, it's okay to feel that. I feel that way sometimes. But then after I talk to my friend, I'm like, oh, I feel so inspired. I feel so good. I feel so great.
yeah.
And so you have to make the plans with the friends. You got to make the calls. You have to make it happen, and you can't wait for it to happen. You can't just sit
Yeah.
back and hope that it happens.
And to piggyback on that, if that person isn't giving you as much attention, isn't reciprocating, isn't as enthusiastic to be in that friendship, and it's not just because they're busy or whatever, there's a sign like maybe it's time to maybe that friendship's kind of run its course. Let's
Mhm.
talk about friendships just running their course too.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we do that, I just wanted to say one more thing. Like,
Yeah.
there is something to having that like really powerful reciprocal relationship. And to me, that's like a sign where if it's not feeling that way, then maybe it has run its course. Cause
Mm.
I'll be out to dinner with a girlfriend and, we go back and forth, right? Just like we're going back and forth. Like
Yeah.
I'll talk for 10 minutes and we're not timing it, of course, but like, I don't fucking know how long I'm talking for, but I'm just,
Sure.
sharing about something that's going on in my life. And then I'll be like, all right, enough about me. I want to hear about you. Like, I genuinely want to hear about where they're at, what's going on in their world. And then it's the same thing. And it's like the best feeling where someone's just like, okay, back to you. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's
It's
very like,
conversation.
it's,
That's what that looks like.
yeah.
Yeah, no, but so many people do not understand the art of conversation. And it's really sad. It feels like an epidemic right now where people are
Yeah.
just not sure how to talk to one another. And I'm going to kind of call it the younger generations
Yeah.
where you guys, you need to talk. You need to talk and listen back and forth, just like that. And it is kind of an internal clock as well. Like, oh, I've talked for 10 minutes. Okay, we're good. Like that was that story. Like it's like one story, now your story, now my story, now your story, back and forth. And like just yeah, exactly like this is. Absolutely. I think that's kind of when that's not happening anymore, or you have nothing to talk about, is when it's run its course where you're just like, ooh, maybe we just don't have enough in common. Maybe they're in a different place in their life. This happens a lot when people have kids. It's like, it's tough for some people to live in that world with, friends who don't have kids. And it's a total balance and it's to everybody, each their own. And so, that can happen and it's nobody's fault. It's just a different place in their life. And,
Totally. And I think that friendships can run their course sometimes when people are in different places. But I think mastery in friendships is when someone can be in a different place than you and you can still hold space for them.
yes, absolutely. I mean, my best friend I have multiple best friends, but like my best girlfriend, like, just wow. Like I've been going through some stuff over here, and she just like could tell. She just called to say hi. And she's like, have you been crying? And I'm like, no, this is just how I sound right now. She's like, are you sure? I was like, well, I mean, I could cry right now, and not to be like such a downer, because I'm actually trying to be positive right now, but like shit happens, right? Like life is hard. And so let's not like sugarcoat any of that. Like life is hard sometimes. But my God, she was able to just talk, and it just was able to make me open up and have the like cry that I needed, and have the words like that she was just like preaching to me. I mean, it was one of those like, I need some preaching, and this is coming to me from her. And it was so beautiful, because I really felt like I was actually able to get it all out.
Wow.
And she just was there to not only hold me up, make space, but like make me feel back to normal. And it was just, it was beautiful. And I feel sort of guilty, because I'm used to being that person for everyone, right? I want to be the one who's like, I'm literally becoming a therapist, but I'm like so used to being like, I'll hold space for you. And it just felt so loving to have her hold space for me. And that, I mean, she's like a sister. Like this woman is a sister of mine through friendship. And that is like the sacred friendship right there.
100%. That's so beautiful. I'm so glad that she was able to give that to you.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I think a lot of people listening are probably that person that is always the one giving and holding the space. And so I think in that case, your practice is to receive more in your friendships and in your conversations. And like, it's okay to receive that.
That's literally what I've been working on right now, is receiving on every level. And it's not easy, guys. If you're a giver, it's really hard.
Really hard.
I'm really working on it.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, that's the kind of friendship that you hold on to, and they're like relatives. I mean, so many of my friendships are really just my relatives now, because first of all, I have a small family, but it's really because you nurture those, and you're like, we're retiring together. So like, we got to like hold this together and like nurture and water. What is that old saying? It's like, you have to feed and water or something like that. It's like a how-to for people. I forget how it goes, but it's like an old saying.
Sounds good. Sounds really good. And like, I think nurturing friendships it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, because it really is the giving and the receiving. It really, really is. It's like that collaborative effort. And like when, like your friend now knows, of course, like when she's going through something, you'll be there for her without a doubt.
Absolutely. And she's actually been going through a very similar situation, and it's right back at her. It's like, I know when she's struggling and she needs her space, and I know when she doesn't. And I just do almost like all of it at once, because I'm like, here, what do you need? do you need this space? Do you need the talk? What do you need? Because, you just want to be there. You just want to like help that person when they're in need. And it's just, that's it. It's just, and that's the building of these unions of trust and time and consistency. And just, because I think, answer me this. What do you think? I've noticed that new friendships literally have an expiration date of like 6 to 7 years, where something will go, like it will end. It will either end because it naturally ends, or you just part, or whatever. Like, but new friendships, if you can pass the 6 or 7 year point in my world, then you're usually here forever.
Yes.
What about you? Have you noticed anything like that?
I've never really thought about that, but I was just with, so in 2009, I studied abroad in Italy, and I met an amazing group of people. And I mean, they were new friends. They were brand new friends. I never knew them before we met, and we were only together for 4 months. It was a short period of time, but we were in this like unique experience together. And so then after we ended, study abroad, we stayed in contact, and it's been, I don't know, I'm really bad at math. I think like 12 years.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. 12 to 14 years. I can't do math right now.
I can't either. I'm terrible at it.
But it's been a long time. And we literally just had a reunion, and we were like, we're going to be friends forever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can just feel it. We're like, we're going to be doing this until we're old.
Yeah.
And there's kids. I mean, they all like, a lot of them have kids. There's like 3 of us that don't have kids yet. And like, it's just, everyone has lives and jobs, and we don't talk every day, but we're going to be friends forever. So I think for me, I can't tell about the expiration date because I haven't thought about it, but I feel like you can feel that feeling of like, I'm going to be friends with this person forever.
Absolutely. I completely feel that. It's usually, I've had this a lot with romantic partners where I will literally, but with friendships as well, I will see them at first meeting and like almost know immediately that I'm going to have a significant relationship with them. And it's never failed. Like, it's crazy.
I feel like I can really relate to that, but also I know how intuitive you are because you guessed the gender of my child, which nobody knows. Like, the internet world doesn't know yet. But like, do you remember?
Oh no, I told that story so many times. I was like, I need to stop telling the story of how you were like, yeah, the name or you were going to say the name.
You guessed the name.
The name. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. And it's not a common name either. So
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I was just.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was because we were all together, and back east again makes me feel so good. But no, I just felt really in tune.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, it's the same thing as being able to like see someone and like kind of know the trajectory of your relationship with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think maybe that's why it's hard too when sometimes they end, before you thought they would, is because you're like, well, wait, no, I love this person. And I see it as like a karmic, like a soulmated kind of situation. I think we have so many soulmates, and their friends and their pets and their relatives and their spouses. And, what's important to remember, hold on, let me take a drink of water.
Yeah. It's some water. I'll take some water too. Cheers to everyone.
Guys. Oh, allergies. What's important to remember is that we do have these important soulmate friends, relatives, spouses, and they don't always have to be there forever. And that, for me, I know is really difficult when that karma is over, that period of time is over. And I've certainly had to say goodbye to a couple of people just because of all kinds of reasons, right? It was over. And kind of with like those girls from my, 20s, like that was a very soulmated friendship group. And it was really just 3 of us. And when that ended, it broke my heart with both of them at different, like close times, but different times.
Yeah.
And I just, was like, gosh, could I have done more? Was this my fault? All of that, but it wasn't. It was just time. And it was a little messy, but it was time. And so when those really significant relationships end, it's okay to kind of always wonder how they are, send them light or love or whatever. But, it doesn't mean that everyone will stay in your life forever. It's like the old saying, there's a season and a reason.
Yes. I'm so glad you said that, because it feels like a good like culmination of the conversation of like, yeah, it's okay. It's okay to accept the people that are here for the season and the reason. And to be aware enough on your journey to be able to be like, oh yeah, that person came in for like my first boyfriend. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Needed that learning. I learned so much from that relationship that I applied to, my husband, like to be able to attract and call that in. So I'm grateful for that season and that reason, even though it was hard but it was beautiful, and it was everything. It was love. It was hate. It was everything. It was everything. But yeah, it's so true. It's so true. But I thought I was going to be with that person forever. Like I have a very distinct memory of like, we were driving in two separate cars, looking through like the windows and we were just like together forever. Like, it was just like, we were like, yeah, forever. And like, I don't know, it was cute, but it wasn't meant to be that way.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah. And also just to kind of continue with that, if you hold on to something that should be ending, it's not going to be good. It gets messy. I'm thinking there's a movie, I want to say it's like Beetlejuice, but there's a movie where like someone holds on to something way too long. Oh, maybe it's Practical Magic. It's one of those kind of movies. My cat's really meowing and I'm not sure what's going on.
I thought someone was whistling.
Yeah, he's like really. I hope he didn't bring in a lizard. He loves to bring in animals. It's really fun. Yeah. But my point is if you hold on to something too long, it will past its, expiration date. It does curdle and it's disgusting and it's dead. It's literally dead. You've got to let it go. It's never going to be what it used to be. And that's so hard at the end of relationships that maybe you're not ready to let go of, but the universe is like, nope, this is time. This is happening, Yeah,
because you're either holding on to what it used to be or the potential of what you think it might still become.
Right. And everybody loves to hold on to hope, but I don't know. I have an interesting relationship with hope. Sometimes I'm like, yes, it's really important. And then sometimes with that, I'm like, let it go. Let go of the hope. And if it's meant to be, it will come back. It will be. But
yeah, I agree. I think for relationships, hope is deceiving.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. This was such a good conversation.
I love it. We totobly spontaneously did this. We didn't even discuss what we were going to talk about beforehand. I was like
really divine. Many people obviously needed to hear this conversation.
Yeah, I know. I'm so glad we had this. Let's do this again. Let's do some more joint podcasts again.
Yeah, this is so fun. This is so fun.
Amazing.
Okay, so how should we close it?
Well, tell everyone how they can find you, and then I'll do the same. So you go first.
Cool. So I don't know if you're going to introduce me in the beginning or not, but I'm sure you will. But anyway, I'm Ashley, obviously.
Hey, I'm Ashley.
What I do is I train coaches to be world-class coaches. So that's literally what I do. And you can find me on Instagram. I am at thequantum.coach. And you can also go to my website, which is also thequantum.coach, and learn about our certification program.
Awesome. Ashley's amazing. She's so inspirational. Such a good girl, just a down to earth girl. Good girl. She's that girl.
Yes. So now your turn.
Okay. I'm Jackie Brubaker. I am the host of That Girl, the podcast. I am also a human relationship specialist, which means I just help people have better relationships with other people and better relationships with themselves. I really focus on self-worth and love. So you can find me on Instagram at That Girl, the podcast, or at Jackie Brubaker. And you can also find my website, loveyouevenmore.com, where I have a brand new course that I really need to promote all about self-worth and all that. So that's where you can find me.
Jackie is also a good girl and amazing. And I just love you and I love your energy. And yeah, she's an amazing singer. She's just amazing. I can't wait to read your book. Like that.
Yes. Tell me how you like it.
I will, for sure. This is so good. Thank you guys for tuning in, for listening, for being part of this conversation. Hopefully a lot of this landed with you. And let us know what your favorite part was. Tag us.
Yeah.
Places.
Love it. Cool. All right, girl. I'll see you soon.
Right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks so much for listening to the podcast. Remember, sharing is caring. Make sure to rate the podcast and leave a review. We really rely on this to help get the podcast out there. Also, make sure to watch the video version on YouTube at That Girl, the podcast.